Hello my dear friends, welcome to NUM Academic channel. Now let us start with the second chapter of the first topic of biology, that is biological classification. Let us see some important points of biological classification. System of classification. Earliest classification was given by Aristotle. He divided plants into herbs, shrubs and trees, animals into those which have RBC and those who do not have it. Two kingdom classification. It was proposed by Carolus Linnaeus, plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Five kingdom classification was proposed by R.H. Whitaker. Monera, Protista, fungi, plantae and animalia are the five kingdoms. He divided bacteria into archaebacteria and eubacteria. Some examples are halophiles, which are salt-loving. Thermoacidophiles are found in the hot springs. Methanogens are found in the marshy areas and in the gut of ruminant animals. They produce methane gas. Photosynthetic autotrophs like cyanobacteria. Some like anabaena have specialized cells called heterocysts. These heterocysts are used for the nitrogen fixation. Chemosynthetic autotrophs. These oxidize various inorganic substances like nitrates and nitrites, ammonia, and use released energy for their ATP production. Here you can see the structure of archaebacteria and eubacteria. Archaebacteria and eubacteria are prokaryotic animals. They belong to the kingdom Monera. They are single-celled animals. They are autotrophic or heterotrophic. Some important features of archaebacteria are they live in the extreme conditions like salty areas, hot temperature, and where they found methane, and they have different chemical composition compared to eubacteria. Eubacteria are found inside the body of organisms and also outside. They even cause diseases. Here you can see the different structures of archaebacteria and eubacteria. Like you can see here thermoacidophiles, methanobacteria, gram negative, gram positive, heterotrophic bacteria. These decomposers help in making curd, production of antibiotics, nitrogen fixation, cause diseases like cholera and typhoid. Mycoplasma. This completely lacks cell wall. Smallest living cells. These can survive without oxygen. These are pathogenic in animals and plants. Examples of Protists: algae. These are giant kelp of algae. Second one is amoeba, paramecium, euglena. This is red algae, volvox. Kingdom Protista. All single-celled eukaryotes. These forms a link between plants, animals and fungi. Chrysophytes. This has diatoms and golden algae. Cell walls have silica and cell walls overlap to fit together like a soap box. Their accumulation form diatomaceous earth. This is used in polishing, filtration of oils and syrups. Dinoflagellates. These are marine, photosynthetic. Cell wall has cellulose. Two flagella, one longitudinal and other transversely in a furrow between wall plates. These are the examples of Protista. Kingdom Protista. This is a wide classification of Protista. You can see here the classification. Biological classification. Plantae. These are multicellular eukaryotic. Animalia are multicellular eukaryotic. And even fungi are multicellular and eukaryotic. Protista are eukaryotic. They may be either unicellular or multicellular. Eubacteria and archaebacteria are unicellular and prokaryotic. Euglenoids. These have protein-rich layer called pellicle, which makes the body flexible. Photosynthetic in the presence of sunlight, but become heterotrophs if they do not get sunlight. Slime molds, saprophytic protista. These forms aggregates to form plasmodium. These grow on decaying twigs and leaves. Spores have true walls which are extremely resistant and survive for many years. Protozoans. There are many types of protozoans like amoeboid protozoans, flagellated, ciliated, sporozoans. Amoeboid protozoans catch prey using pseudopodia. Pseudopodia is the locomotory organ of amoeba. Flagellated protozoans, more flagella. These cause disease like sleeping sickness. For example, Trypanosoma pallidum is the flagellated protozoan which cause sleeping sickness. Ciliated protozoans have cilia to move food into gullet and help in locomotion. For example, Paramecium. Sporozoans. These have infective spore-like stage in life cycle. Example, Plasmodium, which causes malaria. Kingdom fungi. Classes of fungi are Phycomycetes and Ascomycetes. Phycomycetes grow on decaying wood. These have mycelium substrate. Spores produce endogenously. Asexual reproduction by zoospores or aplanospores. Example, Rhizopus and Albugo. Ascomycetes are also known as sac fungi. These mycelium branched and septate. Spores. Asexual spores are called conidia, produced exogenously on the conidiophores. Sexual spores are called ascospores, produced endogenously in ascus, produced inside fruiting body called ascocarp. These are the examples of Ascomycetes. Here the red color, it is the sporocarp of fungi. Basidiomycetes, mycelium substrate. Asexual spores generally are not found. Vegetative reproduction is by fragmentation. Sexual reproduction by fusion of vegetative or somatic cells to form basidium produced in basidiocarp. Basidium produced 4 basidiospores after meiosis. Deuteromycetes, it is called as fungi imperfecti as sexual form. It is not known for them. Once sexual form is discovered, the member is moved to Ascomycetes or Basidiomycetes. Mycelium is either substrate or branched. These are saprophytic parasites or decomposers. Example, Alternaria, Colitotrichum. Viruses. They did not find a place in classification. So these take over the machinery of host cell on entering it, but as such they have inert crystalline structure. So difficult to call them, either they are living or non-living. Pasteur gave the term virus, that is poisonous fluid. DJ Ivanovsky found out the certain microbes caused tobacco mosaic disease in tobacco plant. M.W. Bejurinic called fluid as Contagium vivium fluidum, as extracts of infected plants of tobacco cause infection in healthy plants. W.M. Stanley showed viruses could be crystallized to form crystals of protein which are inert outside their specific host. Here these are the structures of viruses. Structure of virus. It's a nucleoprotein made up of protein called capsid. Capsid is made up of capsomeres arranged in helical or polygeometric forms. These have either DNA or RNA as genetic material, which may be single or double-stranded. Usually, plant viruses have single-stranded RNA. Bacteriophages have double-stranded DNA and animal viruses have single or double-stranded RNA or double-stranded DNA. Diseases caused by these viruses are mumps, smallpox, AIDS, etc. Viroids. These are infectious agent. These are free from RNA. These lack protein coat. RNA has low molecular weight. Causes potato spindle tuber disease. This is discovered by T.O. Diener. Types of viruses: bacteriophage, adenovirus, human immunodeficiency virus. Lichens. This is the symbiotic association between algal component means phycobiont and fungal component mycobiont. Algae provide food fungi and these provide shelter and absorb nutrients for alga. These are good pollution indicators as they do not grow in polluted areas. Here this is grown on the tree is the lichen. Let us see some problems of these important notes. Choose the correct statements regarding mycoplasma in the option 1 to 5. Option 1, mycoplasma has no cell wall. Second, mycoplasma is the smallest living organism. Third, mycoplasma cannot survive without oxygen. Fourth, mycoplasma are pathogenic in animals and plants. Fifth, mycoplasma is eukaryotic. The answer is option C, that is 1, 2 and 4 statements are correct. Mycoplasma has no cell wall, mycoplasma is the smallest living organism and mycoplasma are pathogenic in animals and plants. Mycoplasma can survive even without oxygen. And mycoplasma is not eukaryotic, it is a prokaryotic. So option C is the correct answer. Which of the following statement is not correct for methanogens? Statement A, they are archaebacteria. B, they live in marshy areas. C, methane is their preferred carbon source. D, they are present in the guts of several ruminant animals like cow buffaloes and produce biogas from the dung of these animals. Answer C, methane is their preferred carbon source because methane is the product produced by them during anaerobic respiration. Question 3. A few organisms are known to grow and multiply at temperature of 100 to 105 degrees Celsius. Those are option A, marine archaebacteria, option B, thermophilic sulfur bacteria, option C, BlueGreen algae, option D, thermophilic subaerial fungi. Yes, option 3. Option A is the right answer, marine archaebacteria. Question 4. Nucleoid is made up of option A, histones and non-histones, B, RNA and histones, C, double-stranded DNA, D, single-stranded DNA. Option C, double-stranded DNA. Nucleoid is made up of double-stranded DNA. Here there is explanation for question 3 and question 4. Few organisms are known to grow and multiply at temperature of 100 to 105 degrees Celsius because archaebacteria are the members of kingdom Monera. They prefer extreme habitat for their survival. Nucleoid is made up of double-stranded DNA because nucleoid is the genetic material found in prokaryotic cells. Here, DNA is not covered by nuclear membrane. The main role of bacteria in the carbon cycle is option A, photosynthesis, option B, chemosynthesis, C, digestion or breakdown of organic compound, D, assimilation of nitrogenous compounds. Option C, digestion or breakdown of organic compound. Now question 6. Which organism is utilized in gobar gas plant? Option A, methanogens. Option B, nitrifying bacteria. Option C, ammonifying bacteria. Option D, denitrifying bacteria. Methanogens is the right answer. Trypanosoma belongs to class Sarcodina, Juflagellata, Ciliata, and option D, Sporozoa. Yes, the answer is Juflagellata. Temperature tolerance of thermal blue-green algae is due to option A, cell wall structure, option B, cell organization, option D, mitochondrial structure, option D, polar bonds in their proteins. The answer is D. Temperature tolerance of thermal blue-green algae is due to polar bonds in their proteins. Trypanosoma belongs to class Sarcodima. Here you can see the explanation. These are protista that move with pseudopods. Amoeba, Rhizopoda, Helizoa are example. Which of the following statements regarding cilia is not correct? Cilia are hair-like cellular appendages. Microtubules of cilia are composed of tubulin. Cilia contain an outer ring of 9 doublet microtubules surrounding 2 single microtubules in center. Option D. The organized beating of cilia is controlled by fluxes of Ca2 plus across the membrane. Option D. The organized beating of cilia is controlled by fluxes of Ca2 plus across the membrane. Ustilago causes plant disease called smut because option A, they are parasitic on cereals. Option B, their mycelium is lacking. Option C, they develop sooty masses of spores. Option D, affected parts become completely black. The answer is option D. Affected parts become completely black. Here the explanation. Thank you one and all.